So far, yeah, Papa Mahama, we're making 42 appointments. Meboa. All right. Eye Obia Oko Finance, your friend Dr. Kesel Ato Forsen MP. The same Ato Forsen. Obia ya di Ghana, say ya di obi di MP. Andra, and I ende pona mitie Bernard Avle. Ne commentary bi ana o make. Say ya di obi besiwa say oye what we call a minister. It's not a joke. He is the representative of that sector for the country everywhere in the world. And therefore, that person must be trustworthy. That person must be consistent and must be committed and must be honest. How do you tell me somebody who issued and allowed the country to get a debt of 2.3 million euros, all because of fake ambulances that he brought, that didn't see the day of light? It's John Abdullahi Jinapo, MP, Energy and Green Transition. Who is John Jinapo? John Jinapo only got this type of appointment because Champion Rokoto are in a year. And until so to me compensate no. I know compensate no. But if we are talking about the record of John Jinapo, he is not even supposed to be anywhere near the energy. And Kagana Forte say, John Jinapo is some energy minister. Ghanaians are supposed to resist it. By now, demonstrations will be going on, especially businesses. People who do trading. One where this have electricity, yeah, Juma should have been out there telling Mr. Mahama, say, hell no, hell no, hell no. We know this guy. We know what he did to us. 26 October, 2016. That time, Mahama was still the president. Now, in a year, Kotwaba. John Jinapone and the energy minister, no say, doom so, frankly, money is a what? A challenge. Deputy minister confesses. Haruna Idrisu as education minister, I wouldn't have had a problem. But the thing is, what was the record of Haruna Idrisu as an MP and as a what? As a minister. As an MP, probably he has done a lot for his constituents. That is why they keep bringing him back. What about as a minister? When he was the minister for employment, it was under him that the NADMO people were not paid for 26 months. Doctors or young doctors were not paid for 22 months. Some 11 months, some 16 months. Haruna Idrisu. Na obetna vetin so utie. Ya betna vetin so na MPP for no eja. Oma ye excuse me to say some skirmishes be. Ain't no, let's go and support our brother. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. What was the record? Of course, he took he's part of the double salary people, including Babin. This is the most appointment that I hate out of all the appointment Mahama has done. Samuel Kakaure Ure Tibonkoso. Nesia Sekro, na sumu fisa wa cheshi to abulakwa. Abu abisa ano nigidi na not the performing minister. Ope baby eskawo. Jimmy Force ano. Ope baby obetutu kwan rough. So that honorable braka, not the name of Jimmy. He's a thief. Alright, this is a guy who didn't care about the safety of the first gentleman of the land. People forget easily. Ghana for. This is a man who once said, say, Ekufuadu Jari will play mu, and Ghanaians believed it. This is a man who was actually saying, say, Ekufuadu should stop traveling. But today, Mahama is traveling in private jet and it is good. And foolish look come and say, it is his brother's jet. At what cost? Go and read the gift and tax that concerns the president and gifts that are given to him. They must be declared. All right, we're good, right? Am I clear? Okay. All right, it's here for Yamamo Ajo. Sama Mwakwa Basronkon at the bar a Coda Media TV, also at the mobile political zone, Felix Apia political zone. Said the Enra a kai and a cassette next to your beba. Na kakra yet to me, putting it together no, yet to me at the Abremo. And there was solid show. We have a solid show for the day. The Amesra say, Obe. Follow pages, no, both Coda Media and also Felix Apia Political Zone, Mr. Remo. Mon follow na mon share page, no, and mon share video, no, na ubiso who say they are air cosunier. For those of you who like what is going on, you know, your best Remo say, mo be tapu screen, no, so at the amaye, Mr. Ebuapa say, mo tapu screen, no, so. Na se program na ye no ye wode ana se ekoyie ma so a ye besre se obebo modin ya na wabo modin ya check gifts ye bobo modin ya na wa check gifts kakra bi a mode be ma bia no ye ni ebeso na ye ni ayeden age onyankopon enhirehire mu ni na se ye tenase na ye kasa mutumi de odo bebo odom na moboama yetumi ye de ss ye Andra ye program and me gura mu me senior mamba ko ejaya os na say Andra and some akeka no ahani na it is all for the good of Ghana me de maye no me aim and I say maye no me aniswade hunu say de be ya Ghana for ebi hu no kre no na sebe yenye mistakes all the time. Na obi ka asem bi ekere me Andra after me program no eno na me pese me de starting na yi o kan bi say in life no whatever you do so long as say unim say they are all you know right, so long as unim say you are not cheating anybody out of their share, so long as you know, sir, you are speaking for the truth, you should always stand for the truth. However, whenever you decide to stand for the truth, you should also be ready because the amount of corruption or the amount of corrupt people in the world might be a hindrance to you. And it is true. Mekai say, March, ni me ba enemy program be a year so na mekai say, one of the reasons why Intia some of these people wouldn't like Bawumia is because the amount of illegal money circulating to Ghana no edoso. 1 year, one more fact crime boniso edi jiskano. Edoso nti say omukofa obia or the mechanism be ebe gu kwemu anaso or the nyame be gu kwemu ama na stop obi kwan your fast dia, they would always fight against you. And that really sat down with me well. That whenever you stand on the side of truth, sometimes your own people do not even like you because some feel say you are taking something great from them. Yesterday, we discussed a little bit about the certain appointments John Mahama has made. Now, during the time of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, there was this popular slogan called nepotism, family and friends. And the NDC and their media apparatchiks campaigned on it extensively. Oh, tapu screen so. Nebeboa. They campaigned on nepotism seriously. Omo mani luku se sebe. Nana Akufo-Addo akofa ni fiefuo ni na eno di omebi gu abemu. Ewo bra sa uba pepe mu na wo hwa na ente saa. Intime crowd na me didi se yede abanua no ma NDC fo na omo betena so a bibi a ye frɛ no se we ye madamfo ana we ye me party chairman mama na adwuma no anka ibi kura nsi. Nanso today Mahama, His Excellency, is not only appointing family and friends, he's not only appointing northern rascals, he's not only appointing Gonja Sakawa rebels, he's actually appointing what we call side chicks, baby mamas, one night stands, and all. These are the people he's appointing. and my heart bleeds. And my heart bleeds because some of us saw these things and saw how these things were going to go. And your Bible on Timber can say, Muntie na muntie ni ye. Ya papa ya your friend John Dramani Mahama. And yes, ondi ade da o. Utie. And yes, ondi ade da. Oyobia, wedi ade. Na esansa ne modern bo anko so ninti. And a ma Ghana for say. What are we going to do? Yem penny biu. And ye didn't call ye. And the same Short Memory Association as His Excellency John Dramani Mahama called Ghanaians has actually confirmed that we have short memories, that people have forgotten that Nana Akufo-Addo was dragged in the mud for appointing people they claim were his family and claim they were his people. Yesterday's show, no me catch them achim for 4. And no crown the second term, no be I mean, some of them didn't come. Somebody like Atachia didn't get an appointment during 2020 when we came for the second time. But yet, NDC for created to your team, created to your junior say, be biara Akufo-Addo ye biano or gada ediamo no ebusuya. Now, me wa question be the Ghana media ne. My question is very simple. For 8 years, their problem was Akufo-Addo. Everything they did was about Akufo-Addo. They bastardized Akufo-Addo for 8 years. Now Akufo-Addo is not there. So right now, what is their message? What are they saying now? You see, right now, they have nothing to discuss. One will say, media, no, all of a sudden, don't have anything to discuss. And then, say, who come media stations, so what are they discussing? That is benefiting the Ghanaian people. Then the reason is because they made Akufo-Addo the subject, and their aim was that since Nana Addo the on-face journalists from Fintukain, because if you people have forgotten, one of the reasons why the actors, the actresses, and the media people like John Dramani Mahama is the fact say yes na odiomu tukain, odiomu ko Dubai. Or top 4x4 momo. Or more muska. Or more cars. This is the reason why the media likes John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Otia. And the Akufo-Addo so I know say Mr. Armstrong. Sikana me de baba journalist here dino. Me de beto books at the Amankola school. So it is different. Okay? Ba ko pede obedi na ne ya no akai na ne because Ghana for ni bebre over 80% say tuana no anokai. Okay? And Mahama knew them say, Ghana for a nipebia, and now Ghana journalists in nipebia. So long as you feed them, they would always be for you, even if your policies are bogus. And that is what they did. Now, my question again is, then another dan kwana modern to Obama so a chain of form, which sa no posa no ye and the amuye ni nano, say oni hobiu. So what is your message now? What was the money message? Money message. Meaning, maybe I have been monitoring the media space. They say, "Binimo crowd the only the movies because there's nothing to discuss." I'm serious, like TV station. Onyane anopa, oyi Nigeria for the love kakra. No my the igudu. I say, obi bebo powder no the awoso no kakra. We are no man news. News no so kra no tie news na ya name. Oh God, my God, man. Can you imagine Wolf Blesser coming to give you breaking news and sound like this? Yeah, everybody. Boy, mumero, inshira 105. Hey, peace FM, obi amere. Bra Facebook, bra or bano no dawa yeah. What? Just say, like, this is news. You think people will take it serious? Yeah, man, news no crano. Yeah, the correct news, bebano. Sabion predia some penifon fan cheme. Yeah, the half of the time no better on Kotiduro. Sabi. And now you draw away the unknown bakwa. Hey, Obano about one some amount. Yeah, Tom say he alaye can send a cano. We send a friend a pasu. Pasu. Almost say I do be now. to me sayare appetition no. Appetition is sayare. So they waste their time to project things that are not really beneficial to the state. What hurts me about Ghana media, and they say they don't research. Sanka case bi abeto. Yen research na yen come the ordinary Ghanaian entiase no yen to me nye. Rather, we incite people against each other. Yen koka we anyway timom. Yen ko di atron to penny we so. But enemy wo news be the Ghana ni a wo dia wo so wo dog Ghana na wo pen okre. Sabe, Mr. Bansen no mi bisa na sembi. Ebra Jerry John Rollins no mo ba no. No mo see we no go sit down make them cheaters every day. Me boa. Every day big men are chopping the money. Yet the side dia na share Ghana for mebuni trim. Se penny bi to baby a where we are Ghana sika ni na odie. Me pacho e soldier for na ba ye no. Sika ne ba obuto mana. Collins a soldier for na ba ye no. Sika ne ba obutom. Ya wo bre se yeti account be a friend PNDC account 45 who said me boa. For sika kogum. Why na nya ne de back? Ya see 50 CDB. Ya digi ni na me boa. Bring your 50 CD. How many people, excuse me, got their 50 CD back? That is the thing. How many of them got it back? Meanwhile, ebra na woti ho no, na ye kan hye utirim se, panini na awia unti na wonye yie. Na de ya na ye me ya ne se Collins, akola bi wo ho a, wono wo papa ne wo maame aboka, e de na ko school. Wo the school fees man na wadi. Ene na bra bo asai, oni qualification odi be ya adwuma, but oblemu aban. Oblemu pani bi oti ba bi ono akodi ska. I'm not saying this to protect any politician. But I want Ghanaian youths, especially the Ghanaian citizens, to know, say, we cannot always sit down and say, penibia diska, penibia riwe, and away na corrupt, and away na corrupt. When we, the people ourselves, are not even marking these leaders. Everybody has their interest. It is only Ghana is about interest, like with politics. Politics need not create interest. And because of that, the political class knows how to toy with our mind. And the best person who knows how to do that is John Dramani Mahama. A very big time trickster. Yeah, trying to pass in the budget. A very big time trickster because he was the one that orchestrated, say, Nana do assistant the fear for the Oma Eden, I appointment. Collins got to there be appointments for less than mommy. I'm on more Facebook. It's quite unfortunate those who are not on Facebook can see some of this evidence I bring. But one thing about me is I like to give you evidence so you know where I'm talking from. The same person that said Ekufuado is an Achem Sakawa government who has given all big positions to Achem Sakawa people, campaigned on that and got voted for that, comes in and is doing even worse than Ekufuado did. So why wouldn't you tell that you have short memory? Now me say me obi aka kire me say Ghana for the ya dwunisa enu nti edu election a ya ka no kre kakra na ya ka tro kakra. Hey, let's go. Oboka go to abama say ni panana. There be you know, I understand say people got angry, a bit frustrated with the economy and whatever, but it was not worth voting against NPP because say ukoka kire me say asamweja na sa utie enu nti yam bench no na ukofa striker bi ba na striker no sabio sabim prediasa obo penalty to throw her. It was a useless way that you made. And we have sat down, allowed the media to, and now starting saw an appointment. Can you see the media even, trying to even talk about it? They can't. It is only the NDC media stations that are actually doing what? Talking about these appointees and what happens at the vetting. They can't talk about nothing. Because at the end of so every year campaign, at Tanishi Akufuado say Akufuado no. Mahama ba ye onya kuranya 1 month. It is already going on. Or probably what? There be onya 1 month, meboa. February 7th, no benya 1 month. And he's already doing that. And because there are some of them, truly, their guilty conscience is telling them, say, Adia Yaye, posterity is going to judge us wrong. Adia Yaye, as soon as they can't even talk about it. Collins, let's go to the appointees. Let's go to the appointees. All right. So far, yeah, Papa Mahama, we're making 42 appointments. Meboa. All right. Obia Oko Finance, your friend Dr. Kessel Atoforsen MP. What hurts me about Sir Atoforsen we Nandra Mekaye, and I'll repeat it today. It was under Atoforsen as the Deputy Finance Minister that one kasa usika with the Akoto Bank na wokwa yentumi yimao. We are Ghana, and the man can't tell me boy, it happened in Ghana. Utie. To the point, say, so per foreign currency crowd there, you have to wait months, weeks. The same Atoforsen. Obia ya de Ghana, say ya di obi di MPA. Andra, and I ende pona mitie Bernard Avle. Ne commentary bi ana o make. Say ya di obi besiwa say oye what we call a minister. It's not a joke. He is the representative of that sector for the country everywhere in the world. And therefore, that person must be trustworthy. That person must be consistent and must be committed and must be honest. How do you tell me somebody who issued and allowed the country to get a debt of 2.3 million euros, all because of fake ambulances that he brought, that didn't see the day of light? And this is why I come to my party, MPP. When the NDC gets MPP, yamu fan chamu. Mutie. Say NDC fonya MPP. They don't play lightly with you people. No. Omo be me say sami jamfie do ba bi no asabi omo fan chamu wona edidie sa akokọ konne e wa MPP mu kwamba be press conference. Why do you think he was doing that? To conscientize the people, say, and crofo we omo waso no, womo nya papa. Entimon pamo mo na mo fa yemra. NDC fo enya MPP a omo twie mu twan ne ate. NDC fo so ye mu a yemfa nche yen. It is only MPP na say onya NDC ni a ono anka say tumi ko boa o de bra o de we shall go and see president. Now we go and see president. Na unhu de ebesi na case ye sesanka ye hweka na oman ni nya ni sika no na ahwere yen. Which makes me or brings me to the point my producer was saying earlier on. I say almost the politics now ye scratch my back, I scratch your back. Utie. Yes, political class one. That's what they are doing. Because omuni na ye na fofo. Utie. And it is not you if in krana woda bomu hona wo bre no. Akola na nkope astrotef dia ye training no. Akola na nkope sika kakra dia to an school so no. Ma me no pesika kakra dia hye ni dwamre. It is not about you. Because eba ni say no obi fa brode ya miensa ye se jeli no. We ko wi obi brode ya me boa. Minimum obi a we ko tu obi ba nche. Amom de Nigeria tribunal e de na atumu da. Obi wi akoko. So mo di oni mo. Agbefo ne enkoko wi ade se nyen ne. Mo fa nche me. Collins. No, but you know, and then somebody gives you a debt of 3.2 million euros. Na ye de akofefa presidency. Edidi ho agura. No afa ne ho ediko. The question is, MPP4, why do you like killing yourselves too much? I don't know. Senior, that thing, I'm still yet, because have you forgotten, say, do baby? One day, be Sami Jamfi a press conference. He on warning all the security service, say, the day Mahama comes to power, it's your last day in office. And guess what? The same security people went and voted for Mahama because they said, "Oh my anymore heading." Jimmy Semonko. Look at Kai and Tiasia. Utie. Abraham Mahama wohono. Your friend baby development allowance for government workers. Wa mamubi. 1 year na ejino na 100 cedi. Ekufuadu is giving 15% to teacher. That's why I say me we a teacher ni na say wo to abama ndi senya me betua uka. I don't care. I don't care. No, serious. Me say we a teacher ni wo ho. Na ukosa like ko to abama NDC a nyame betua uka. Because en your mind can ko na ope. Na wo san ye nya atwom. Because Mr. Bansa me ebeye me ya pa say me ye adwuma ma obi. Bible kura say men fa adwuma ye ni aketua anya den enni. Na Mr. Bansa ma je appointment letter. Ese me nkokira de obibi ani early. Me kokira de 3 years na du say yentua me ka. Ye ka kira me say o kura appointment letter no kura na ye na de ma unti say o san ko reapply bio. Didn't it happen in Ghana? Ya fa ye teachers. Teacher ni ejina classroom ejina ne nan so we pagya ne nsa board wa na ne nsa agene. Na mboso me aso yamfa na ketua kekema no Mahama didn't pay you. And when he decided to pay you, he said there's something called 3 months pay policy. Because he doesn't authenticate appointment letter now one kasa a bind stamp sisu a chere say you post to akono. He thinks it's fraudulent. So the teacher must go back and reapply. Say teacher for be di no kre. Na omo mpesa grada be jutwa si omutiri mu a. Since ananado dan kwa ba ye, teacher ni be no so wanyi na ketua. And I mean from 2018 till date. Odi free so. Teacher ni be no beka kire me say ni basic salary was not paid. Which of the teachers can tell me say sika no gine 2016 no and one no gine ne? They are just wicked and ungrateful people. That's who they are. A teacher? A teacher who is supposed to know better. But their karma will come. You know when the karma will come? The karma will come when they are teaching and the money is not coming. And the excuse John Mahama will give you is that, or I don't know, mine I say. And you can't talk shit. Because you supported that nonsense. Charlie, yatwa babone. Na sa ba we sunsun so no won. Ebe koswa hayenya for a very long time. Keselato Forsen, who could not even manage the office of a deputy finance minister, is the same person that he took. And that brings me to my topic for the day. Question person me bisa Excellency Mahama say, is he obsessed with thieves? Yes. But only maybe chromophobia per chromophobia. Yes. Me teacher be nebu be. Or say birds of the same feather confuse the owner. They confuse the owners. There's a moment in attack cry. But no, seriously. Opa what the appointees no? Yeah, babu bomb na munche di inti America sir. Collins. This is Ato Forsen that has caused financial loss to the state. But you say, or your minority leader, let's cover him. Na ya sorry ahomachi akona na ekufu ado ho. Na ejame papa so eja so lumai ono say the aye. Or jenai. Or see, you know what? Let's build Ghana. It's okay. When are we going to whatever? But Case Lato Forsen in any country will not even qualify as a financial secretary in any institution. And the reason is, you cannot tell me, say, even foreign companies, foreign companies are pointing fingers at that guy that he is a corrupt guy. Didn't he lie on his CV? What does he know about finance? At first, what school no call a PhD crown and finance will a PhD? It's not about that. We are not joking here. So why does Mahama like rewarding thieves? I say, or the idea macron for any day. And it is all because of one thing. Some the crown for te some call and will be na be a so simple. Once a thief, always a thief. Enti some the ato force in kotu sika foot one anoa. Minim say me Mahama me pese me ya wagadre kakro no e crown for nim kono mo de pen wi ade enti obe wi ama me. Me say Ghanaians are not looking at what they've done. The appointees this man is selecting alone is supposed to scare Ghanaians. And that's why I said the man, he has not learned anything for the 8 years. Escobar, Utuwe Sawako Fagir, we break your heart first time with their channel. We break your heart second time with their channel. Third time, Oba in the back. On the back. Do you understand? So why is it said, Onipana Chow said me a cronfo? Neniamo ya chresa me ya cronfo me ya wagadre. Na ne cron no, ya no a space. No, did you know? Nenia portrait, chronon qua. Ato force in Bejinawa, the new hoto said ye huneto. Chronon qua. And this is a guy that is cited. How do you tell me, say, a company gets registered today or established today, and the same day the leader of the company resigns? How? Into a day, not all setting up company. No. I mean, he didn't know say he was resigning. How do you use a company that was not even in existence the time you said you worked there? Isn't that fraud? That is fraudulent. So what I say? Company now, Escobar, also we are Juma or no, Time also we are Juma, no company no cry, young family. And so say, oh, now we are Juma at that year. And this is somebody they want to entrust the finances of Ghana into. Why does Mahama like rewarding thieves? Why? Because he always wants to gain. He said, we are Ghana, Japadian, in Ibrahim Mahama. Now we be saying also, Ibrahim Mahama is kana sebi. And young kwasi asem say President Thomas Jose Krawa was mini ane Tomame. Now I'm planning yanaba. I bought it for my brother. Really? And even that one is not correct. Because once you are a president, gifts and all these things, gift and tax act, it applies to you. So even if your brother wants to give you a gift, it must be declared. All of a sudden, Eban is saying, I mean, by the way, I like Ibrahim Mahama, by the way, because I mean, he's working, he's a young businessman, he's employing some people, so I can't talk too bad about him. But they should not come and make it look as if say they are not corrupt when indeed Obi anajuri da Obi anim say Ibrahim Mahama ska wenyano ni nua kronfutetia mo apani Mahama and epia ni amade amano. Don't let us be foolish in this country. We know what is on the ground. We know what is on the ground. Now, Atofo, put it back. After Atoforsen, the next person we have is John Abdullahi Jinapo, MP, Energy and Green Transition. Who is John Jinapo? John Jinapo only got this type of appointment because Champion Rokoto Areneyere. And until so to me compensate no. I know compensate no. But if we are talking about the record of John Jinapo, he is not even supposed to be anywhere near the energy. And Kagana Forte say, John Jinapo is energy minister. Ghanaians are supposed to resist it. By now, demonstrations will be going on, especially businesses. People who do trading. One more this electricity here, Juma should have been out there telling Mr. Mahama, say, hell no, hell no, hell no. We know this guy. We know what he did to us. But you said Dokunubu workers until they are quiet. And guess what is going to happen? After a few months, they will now start feeling the impact. Why am I saying this about Jinapo? Who brought the Usain Bolt meters? John Jinapo. Who took credit in Gusane Johnny? And Ghanaians complain about that every day. Meboa. And a meter be a maconia. Who took credit in an action in Ameboa. Why the covers I meet and buy John Jinapo? Adintia because of the carter obenya wo ho. Under the same jinapon, you see your person ye solve dum so. Kami hu ye. Nyansa mu a. Me twetiko. Sa ka no kwado envi no kra say bi da so to wa. Ka keto na you omo friend tiko akoda akwan. Good. Mr. Bansa, I cannot buy 40 cedis petrol to fill the Tico. I say I want the Tico to move. Instead of me buying fuel for the Tico, I rather go and rent 17 Escalades. Bigger engine, 17 V8. No, petrol would be gumiya more. And you come and let them sit down and sign a deal that says take or pay. Which means say, someone produce power no. Someone produce so. Ghana has to pay them. Na sabe, me pese me bisa Ghana fo anyansafo na kakra na aka na etie ya ne se wo maame company, se wo papa company, ana ya soma wo se kopa obi obeye Mason abrami a, wo kofa Mason aka jen se o papa Mason, yey. Me pese obeye adwuma mam yo. Na mo adwuma na wo beye no. Wo be adwuma o, wo am be adwuma o, metua Mason obeye adwuma. Because me bo, mambo be tu. And Jinapo was part of the take or pay agreement with the independent power producers. Jinapo was there. Jinapo was there. The day-to-day activity, John Jinapo was there. So one mami company, Obeka say, hey, all the workers, whether you come or you don't come, I'm going to pay you. No. But say Ghana for who betri omo. Na omo kickbacks, brony free bibi kickbacks. Kickbacks ne den. Kickbacks ne say, me akwesi me na medi ani ne de entrowa ne ba he. Enti entrowa no say ye ton wa say me nya share kakra wo meboa. Enti ne share kakra na obenya ni nti no, eka emra meden embegu Ghana for so. Sometimes so can I end this if I say you are lying. And it beats my mind. How is that lying? Take or pay, a trese. Go yo, one produce wo, ya burden. And I may be say, for those who kept saying, say, John Mahama solved doom so, John Mahama solved doom so. I have always asked them two questions. Boss, and it's very simple. Say, no solve ya. Why didn't he campaign 2016 say, doom so cry by no, me and my solve? He couldn't use that for campaign in 2016. They couldn't talk like that in 2017-18. It was when they saw that Yabuabia Samoa, the most foolish NPP communications director ever selected, has kept quiet and was working for an agenda. No, we started pushing here. We brought the power plant. And then, Utie, wow, Shemi, I dare you, watching me, whether you NDC, MPP, or whatever. I don't care. All the power, but the badges, which of them was connected to the national grid and giving us electricity when Mahama was in power? Just mention one. Why? And this is for Pachomo Mudidi Atemuno. Please. Yes, Adam, please, can you tell me which of the power plants, the can, whatever, all the power plants, mention one that was connected to the national grid while John Mahama was there until on a solve doom so. They can't tell you because there was none. Because the first time we started using the power badges, any of them, was in 2018. When we moved the can from Tema to Sekendi Takrade base. A way to eat. Senanka sa power purchase agreements no esovu dum so a yet then the State of the Nation's address, the last State of the Nation's address, John Mahama ready here in Parliament. Or say, sa power agreements na ya sign no. They are working together with the IMF and World Bank so that they can cancel 11 of them. State of the Nation's address. You know sometimes wrong. And that's a Ghana for ni be sheda eti ni yira. Eti ni yira ya na ye mo wa. Tie The shallow one who should say, if you move them, who brought them? You brought them and sat them down while we were paying what they were not giving us. And you are not ashamed that somebody came and put it to use and then stopped them so. You are not ashamed. The catch was a sa party and this no. Collins, Yenejai. Because any party, papo. Any party, a Jimmy Ghana home. One confirm machines, one person will say you have oversubscribed. So, in your State of the Nation's address, you actually state, say, you are working with IMF and the World Bank to cancel what? 11 of them out of the 17. And this is record. State of the Nation's address, final State of the Nation's address by John Dramani Mahama. Read it in the energy sector. It is there. He himself said it. And Yami question I'm a trauma. I don't write Mahama's speech. But that was the reality on the ground. Yabaye, under Godfrey Dame, look how many of them he has been able to, help with to avert. At least every year, $584 million for power we were not using. The world IMF boss was even talking about it, saying those purchases we did were very costly to the nation. Mahama solved them so. Yet I did not the best solve them so. No issue petrol. When we were telling them, say it is money issue, they were trying to dodge it. Until finally the same John Jinapo said, "Dumso clearly money is a challenge." John Jinapo. Dumso clearly money was a challenge because and yes any capacity. We have excess capacity to the point say you don't be the my neighboring countries. It's in yes and any ho. Fango na ya debe power ma dia na ye no gas ni adia na ya debe power ma na ye no e na ye ntumi nya adentia ya de ka and gas for and Nigeria gas West African gas pipeline adi. What did Mahama say about it? We Africa say ebrebi obejina ka say ship bi na abebe twa eyinimu pipes na sabe gas na famu be ntina dum so aba. Until they are fixing it. What me fixing answer oko. It was money. It was nothing but money. And they lied to Ghanaians. Say it wasn't money, normally the power plant aba. The issue was not about getting excess capacity. Now there is one shallow argument they make. Almost say, Sabi, MPP people should show us how many megawatts they have added, how many megawatts. Now, no, I mean, you. Collins, say, oh, megawatt, shouldn't you be able to produce power then? Isn't it so? So, how do you add more megawatts than any other government yet we're in doing so? Nyansa enim. Show us how many megawatt MPP has added. Show us 1 megawatt. Oh, have you seen it? Oh, there's a write-up no crowd and you factory. Why? What the nyatwe say untumi mbo we audio now. Write-up no factor so no mu. The same person who claims say Sabios have been prediasa. Dumso clearly money is a challenge before or so the machines are back. Power badges are bent in they solve Dumso. We need to be serious in this country. Because soon Sanyama we na politicians no coin. No muhuni say Ghana is a cheap place. Until be a baby bia no to me yet the upper so ye bia and then get away with it. We will come back to I'm like the names, no. I just want to, because the appointees are who we are on now. Who are these appointees? Are these the people that is going to help Ghana to move to where we want to go? What is their record? What did they do when they were first given the chance? These are the things we need to be looking at. I have said to myself, say, for once, I would be happy if the party called NDC can be honest and look at things as they're supposed to be looked at and not just party. I don't get it. So almost saying they solved them so. And the reason why they said they solved them so is they've added more megawatts. One. They said they have brought excess capacity because some are power badges they are back. Power badges and that's why they take or pay. We are Jumo 1 year Jumo you to your car. And they were not producing. And I have given you the date. Me say in 2018 was when one of them, the first time they moved one of them to second Takrade. They were all sitting down, destroying us. Now listen to this. 20th October 2016. Isn't that the date? More Facebook no se mu 20th October 2016. Meboa. 16. Yeah. 26 October, sorry. 2016. That time Mahama was still the president. Now I feel a year kotuaba. John Jinapone and the Unisa Energy Minister no say doom so frankly money is a what? A challenge. Deputy Minister confesses. And Yamina Metroma Jinapo. Do you understand? I did not write that for Jinapo. Utie. I did not write that for Jinapo. Or say, Deputy Prime Minister John Jinapor has confessed that finding the needed funds to keep power supply stable has remained a challenge for the government. Let me be very frank. Money has been one of the challenges the Deputy Minister told Joy FM Super Morning Show on Wednesday. Bacho me chaturana. Me na me truwi. One ekanye John Jinapor. This all catch them say you produce the most megawatts and yet the country was in doom so I am kwasi asem. It doesn't make sense. Fire call appointment in Subio because I have some double salary people that I have to talk about. Very, very important to me. Because these are people we are selecting or we are pushing for a portfolio that represent Ghana all over the world. And we must peruse them and make sure, say, they are actually people that can be of good merit to the country. Utie, double salary MPs are now being brought back as government appointees. Dominic Akuritinga Ayeni, as for him, I kind of respect him for his learned and how he's more. Yeah, I mean, for that man, maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's because I like him. You know, he must have his faults and whatsoever, and I can talk about his faults. But to me, so far, the appointees are Mahama Ayeni Nano. I think say or no, yes, I mean pretty much or no. He's the one I really feel say. I mean that one he got it right, and the reason why I was explaining to you, Mr. Bansa, is that Ayeni is not the pushover type. I don't think say he will be two parties and say Juma or Koya or the Koya NDC Juma. I think he's a just man, and he knows the law. He understands the law. He understands the tenets of the law. Oh yes, because Saobesha Ayeni, when he was even the Deputy Attorney General, most of the good things that we were able to do, especially in terms of finding how do you call it, solutions to some of the judgment debts that we were having, he was fighting it while Okuja Town Block was pushing them to come for judgment debt. Yeah. So and I don't I don't too see him as a too political. He, like I said, he might have his differences, he might have his shortfalls, but when it comes to the job, Mejidi say or Tiejumana say, and I hope he will deliver and not allow himself to be a puppet for a Siedun Ketia to control. That is what I pray for. So for him, I wouldn't want to talk anything about him. Now another interesting guy, Kwame Govins Agboja. Ofui bisano. to one why na futain na funa hye de say sebi ebinia nsuo gina ho no o kan kwase asem waje na funu tohwe no odi kwase asem owi a wakodi twepe no wada you we governs Mummisa ne say odi MP how many roads was he able to lobby to be constructed in his area? None. You don't know freeway no. Adaklu no. So no Adaklu MP. Anameboa. Until Nanadu came, if the Adaklu people would be honest, what was the state of their road network? And there, yes or no, and Emrameye road minister. Are we serious in this country? Just say appointment now be to know anybody we saw say oh yeah Juma kakra na say well just what na parliament achieve and yema appointment na come. That is what they doing. And that's why I said Ghanaians by now should be crying about these appointees that this man is making. I hope as he becomes the road minister, by the next 2 years, all the roads in Volta region will be tarred. Because they claim the former road minister, was building good roads in Achim area. So he should also use the same protocol and build those roads in this area. Let's see. Same way clear. Because you accuse the MPP road minister then say, why ya Achim for coin in our fefe? Enti na wo so aba egbefo otwen sa wo so ba ma egbefo akwan ayeden ayefefefe because you are the road minister ye man 1 year pe onfanye sa adwuma na yenhwe. And one thing I'm seeing about appointees no so na say it seems like or ye try and error kona kwahye hokwohwe so betumi abo adwuma we will see how we can reach out for the corner. So, country now, you can't say there was solutions. 24-hour economy, a better Ghana for you and me, no. I fear they buy my try, my kwe. But I don't mean to. Money I care what your solutions say, NDCL, jobodo, anyewo, no size, no ababa say, you say both chill. Agbena ka ba fe ma try makwe. E wo ka ka bote road ministry o ba try aka o ba anya alo nye. So money is going to be wasted. Time is going to be wasted and Ghana is going to be drawn back. And Ghanaians didn't see this. Next one, Eriko Poku. The most obnoxious, ignoramus, arrogant out of all the appointees, Eriko Poku. The man talks as if he knows everything, but he's shit. Check his record. How the fuck do you tell me, agriculture minister under John Mahama, agric was growing at a negative. Yet you say your record is better than us. That is one of the people. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to hate human beings. But him, I hate him. And I hate him because he is a liar and a confident trickster. So, can't samna say, oh, no, I'm so, oh, tiagre kasi, oh, on your tiagre kasi, oh, tiagre kasi, under you, agric grew at a negative. 1 year in poultry farm, 1 year poultry, menkai moyao. There was something called bird flu that came. At that time, Hanabisu was away, his deputy. Hanabisu was the deputy agricultural minister at that time. They went for $6 million to come and help these poultry farmers. Hanabisu and this office chopped the money, and when they were queried by the farmers about it, they said they use it for logistics and administration work. The money that, yes, Opa Ebeba, Hanabisu bird flu scandal, Ebeba, meaning chatro. Unless say you want to hate because when him say I'm being a okay, I'm MPP so but bird flu scandal by you know. Or say sikana yedema say yemfa nkoma akuafo na yemfa ntoto nnuro ni ade ma yemwa no mo honto mo no ye de aye logistics and administration then project. It is there. Wa wo hwe me bi abo ebeba. Now Eriko Poku. Ebra no wo ho no. Na se akatisi ukoko so, na aban betwa ye ma $1 po. Ye ma 1 cedi. Are you people hearing me? Na se we koko kuani, Koko kuani. Na se emoa eba ukoko so, na ye twa ye ma $1, ye ma 1 cedi po. Fast forward to Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo was paying 1,000 Ghana cedis per acre for every farmer. So if you had 20 acres times 1,000, 20,000 for cutting down your egi. When Eriko Poku was there, ye chat sa ukoko na ye nuya mount. Ye mount brother ba ma farm bubom as a cocoa farmer. And this cocoa farmer say what Ghana bedi no kra nanado baye sebio ye twa ukoko na ye ma 1,000 Ghana per acre. Ye we are buying nkasa sema seedlings. A buying nkasa ma ya dua ma. A buying nkasa ma ya pruning. A buying nkasa ma ya drasia ma. A buying nkasa sema brode ba fabu bokoko no se de be ya koko ni benya ntini na anyini. Na brode ye ni nyini a wetwa uton bi na wudi bi. And you tell me ubi no agree ke grow negative no. It's a better alternative than what we had. Ghana for aton kwase aba, and we are going to feel it for your baby. We are going to feel it all. People don't even know. And then they are in the honeymoon stage. Into can end this if one baby do attempt. Oh, free oh foolish boy. Hey, kwasia. And I said uniha on baby did do attempt. But as a honeymoon, it won't say. What tackle girl be on? A check. Now so chumo. And I know I what person chia the end bo. I feel boy we unya cranka sa da no cranka obe pam no ebi nton da. Oh me dey mean ebi amon ebi nton da. Utumi chesi girl bi sa afei da de ma no kronya cranka be butu na pia na si abonten. Sa de na enu ani. And that is what is going to happen to Ghanaians. Eriko Poku, a better alternative? Can somebody tell me ebra Eriko Poku Agric minister no one policy he brought her na ebu akuafo. Remember they went to bring these fertilizers that they gave to their chairman to be sharing, and the cocoa farmers came outside and then did a press conference. Yeah, and told them said they be cocoa. The chemicals were killing their cocoa. And again the Kriani we are feeling now say under John Dramani Mahama, you can't say yeah fertilizer no crown and then no bayaba from cocoa production was low. Now let's talk practically. Figures. We are talking figures. Ebra na Eriko Poku hono. Na cocoa bag ye 475 Ghana cedis for a bag of cocoa. And now you can say answer na nanado bekono. Na cocoa price per bag 3,100 Ghana cedis anameboa. And this all 20 acres and as so 20 bags of cocoa 20 times 3,100. Eriko Poku said, or no na personal near amount 475 Ghana cedis no. Papa chain and now ye 3,001. And no to be one. Omotropho finance minister Kojina can say cocoa farmers are supposed to be paid 6,000. He stands in parliament and they ask him, 6,000, are you going to give it to the farmers? He say, I don't know what the finance minister, you see, shifting blames already. And you finance minister we don't know the budget, how he's going to raise the money. That is Eriko Poku. Meanwhile, you told all the cocoa farmers, say, Samomo ba, a bag of cocoa, you better on 6,000 Ghana cedis. I feel you do to me amount. Cocoa 6,000, no. Bayama yen, na sebe, yes, we are home toy. Yes, there be yen to me yet. Cocoa now say, ya buy ya bema 6,000, no. The same people are now telling us that they cannot what? They cannot do it. Oh, come on. But he is there. And they are pampering him. and we shall all see it. Agnes na momolate. Ono cry there. I mean skip her. Ma try ma kwefu ni bi. Ko anim next one no fabra. Cause ono nye bi papa bia no dey ba. Yes, a free Yakoto is way better than a Rikopoku because under a free Yakoto, there are great people who were doing a great saw production going up. Production didn't go at negative. Now, and this for Nagasanyan say no mutribu. Senior, how do you tell me, say, Obia Koya exams on your negative results? Obia Koya exams on your positive results. Who said you're not positive results? No more in your papa, no, they're not negative in your papa. Wait, Jimmy. I'm sorry. This, you see, things like that has nothing to do with politics because they are data facts that me and you cannot deny. How do you tell me Obibaye agri grew at negative? Obibaye agri grew at positive. Who said your buyer agri grow at positive no more in your good? Now the man who call negative ni good. We are down for what doing your cause. Sabi about down for crop will not even think that way. And that is a fact. All right, let's move on. Aya abla zifa gomeshi gidi sa watena news so akenkan sa o say na the tourism ne emfa nko ye hwede onu so betumi aye onya me problem. Emilia Atta, I believe so be Fantini. Yes, say fisheries and aquaculture. Now let me come here. I remember when we wanted to create this Ministry of Aquaculture thing. Yeah, they Howard Kumsin Kotoano. Do you remember the remarks when Howard Kumsin went for vetting? Yes, see, then Wakoka say a reservoir is something we keep fish inside. Then she doesn't qualify to be the fisheries minister or the aquaculture minister. And the same portfolio, you know, be the Nakosha Mokoye Juma. Catch was a Ghana for ye dear one bro. Uti, let's go. Ya the sa me wen PP, me wen DC. Me will say, no, yeah, they say Niama Bibri. Yeah, they say Niama Bibri. Next one. George Opariado, Youth and Empowerment. I think I'll take that. George is all right. I think he's more to the youth, so I don't really have a problem with George. So George is somebody, if he came for my vetting, I'll let him go through. Pablo. Yeah, I'll let Pablo go through. Because, yes, like I said, he has Nenenso. Right? But he's one of the people that is able to fight against the establishment. So Obekaya, when they were going for the elections, all odds were against him. Mahama didn't even support him. Mahama didn't even support him for the position he was going for. They made sure Sami Jemfi attacked him to the point to only Sami Jemfi could have been a problem. He's the one who said Sami Jemfi should come and tell us a diner away, East Legon Hills, you know. How was he able to acquire that? That's George Opariado. Yeah, Airport Hills. How did he get the money to do that? That was George Opariado. So he is able to fight the system. That's what I'm saying. There are some of them, I can let them go. Me for politics. And I told you I like that one. But so he will be the next flag bearer of NDC. The way it's going, apart from Onono, apart from Harry Idris, I don't think they have anybody competent than him. Joshua Labi, yeah. But no, Papa, no, Koton, Mahama. What they care about is their kenke and their fish. Ada mama kan no the men ka o. Ye ni na wa na mama kan. Enya me amaka na abeka o. Ye papa Mahama me na me kan. Enya Mahama ne kan. Se nkranfo de onya dokono kakra. Ken na K9 on pet digitization. Mama ne kan inti ada na me kan was here. Na isn't it like the same thing I echo. Because an kind of papa mu a ye was Pio Gabra. Ye wo Alabi. Don't forget, Alabi has been a chancellor before. So, how does such a great man sell his brain to John Mahama, who cannot even make his mind, all because of money, and fail your Ghana people? He's one of the most people that I'm so disappointed because I respect him so much, Joshua Alabi. I can't hide that. Yes, I'm MPP. But Joshua Alabi is somebody I like. Or you'll be a Ocean Rollins time, he has always been there being consistent. Kufuor time, Kufuor even gave him an appointment at a point, doing some things, like for the country. Yeah, an ambassador to somewhere and all those things. But unfortunately, our Ghana people don't like development. I may call ya ma fishing harbor, I may abanya a gen fan, bulu ani so I feel in so now let Jimmy so Jimmy or a gen. In case some time ago in Yahoo. Ni woman J young girl Collins, woman wa Egbele mi balagazani enya ye shona enya ye gen physical on ferry. Wa run to home mami penny ni nsuo no mu enkrani wasi dan fitaa ma no beba no ane ase ho ni na suban yo mukodi ye no enya me na make de na mu ye ya ade video ni ba ye mo ehu Mr. Bansa uni ana ekufu aduko bie sa omo Jamestown fishing harbor ne ma omo ye ko na akwabrane ho no wo twa ne to pona no hwa ade a ye de beton na mo ye di be business anko obetumi kura akonsuo no mu kakra akone atonsuo no mu no wogina ebo na ye de adekreti ho na ebe ma place wa ye fe no eho en o twa ne to because adie so omo de omo pa ne dokono na esabi dokono so no ene mako nenam amako no so je na etire mu too much ebe fa yam nti obo no sa na eso okope baabi na okoye den okose ne ho poto no dignity. So I'm not worried about them. Haruna Idrisu as education minister, I wouldn't have had the problem. But the thing is, what was the record of Haruna Idrisu as an MP and as a what? As a minister. As an MP, probably he has done a lot for his constituents. That is why they keep bringing him back. What about as a minister? When he was the minister for employment, it was under him that the NADMO people were not paid for 26 months. Doctors or young doctors were not paid for 22 months. Some 11 months, some 16 months. Haruna Idrisu. Na obetna vetin so utie. Ya betna vetin so na MPP for no eja. Oma ye excuse me to say some skirmishes be. Intino, let's go and support our brother. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. What was the record? Of course, he took he's part of the double salary people, including Babin. Mutala, they were all part of the double salary. Obia yesi wonko di yanim. Na onko representing Ghana and already watch also nim chronobo. Because we are MP and I then Osayi minister, you are not supposed to take 2 salaries. Per the law, it is fraud. Now, you say, Ebinoma ye Nicodemus, Eko Hunanado, Suma Sintino, double salary. Oh, we have a Ghana to build and, we cannot always pursue people. Let us build a Ghana together. Says Kanash. Abamba biye nde wakosa ne twa sebe ono ne de Ghana for doctors into me ya twuma no na Dubai for na beyi waje double salary ni bi. So the question is, why does Mahama keeps rewarding thieves? People who are on record to have taken double salary are now being brought to take care of such entities or such agencies. And Ghanaians are not scared. We are in for a long run. Now, another one on the by Ahmed Ibrahim, yes, local government, chieftaincy and religious affairs, you yate. Elizabeth Ofoswejare, or the Nigidi say, Remusa, and never beji post, Onyamemano, Dankwa, no to me, Jumani. Dr. Edward Omaneboama, or ye, Cromfo, Udi Anoton Chaya, or your trofo da for, or your traitor. Or say MPP umu ahonya post. NDC the okono to me kekan ho kakra be man post am pen ya man post. Because MPP no obekwa kudi line mu enu ni supo. But NDC there omoji akromfo omoji abodamfo NDC yensem o. Yeji akromfo yeji abodamfo NDC yensem ya sand ne ko. Hey, adia ya ye no. Mr. Bansa, you see, and then ye can acquire a grown yedi you. Yɛde bi yɛ agorɔ, yɛde bi yɛ sereɛ, yɛde bi yɛ normal politics ne adeɛ. But when the job really gets to the ground, that is when we know we have done something bad to this country. And another foolish boy, why I say a case 5. Time I need so na omo frɛ Bobby case 5. Collins who Bobby da. There be one more case 5. Who nyini ye? Who case 5? Chile sa or there be born no to say case 5. Why around sa say ball Sam George. Akwana Mahama wano si gave for yama gave for worry. Mahama was no as president no. Sam George say yama gave for nya den en worry. Me see ono da me so no me de ni be bo totals because do we say round say ball no so no ma to me say po mi na ma born yam boot because these are the people that conscientize the youth say whatever policy Nanado brings is bogus while he was enjoying it in way his constituency. Now I am there. She was always after Esla. The Esla baby, this guy will criticize it. Today, he has been given the same position as Esla. Communication, digital technology, and innovation. I don't even know what that does. People think I'm joking. Some parts don't try to you know, say you waste. Me, I just don't talk, Keko. Now, Bibi, I'm one. Kevin Taylor, dear Temua, oh, yeah, Dio. Chini Jonas dia yeah because he dey Kufuado atem. But say Felix appear betra no bom yam kakra na Felix no odidi atem dodo. They couldn't tell that to who? Kevin Taylor? Or that one they didn't see it. When Sammy Jemfi was going around every news TV station insulting leaders left and right, it was good. And that the mobile bam can be the ayano ya. Messimu de munya who should I make no. I feel I may cause sin some messwa. May cause sim and I sharp some messwa. Now me the same when it won't to my boys, movie Jan Ukrumwa. Sam George, you have been given. We expect you to perform. Another foolish idiot, Emmanuel Ama Kofiboa. Oh, yeah, natural resources deals are essential and a deals in our chassis. And there will be boss say, and a gun a japadia, and the Amabroni, and the Amabrofo. Aquasian Pafu Cody anymore. Yes, some signs, Unquasia deal, no, Emmanuel Ama Kofiboa no count. Why does Mahama loves to reward stupid, incompetent people? And don't anybody tell me to take it slow on this guy because when Nanado was reading his last State of the Nation's address, come and look at the nonsense this boy did in Parliament. Do you guys remember? The dear Kufuado attempt, left, right, center, and the papa went you up to the point and said his wife couldn't take it no more. Her Excellency Rebecca Kufuado couldn't take it no more. Say she has to walk out of the place. Na ya bana ya kebi achira mua sana na nkwasiafo bi so ti achire mani atem mua bi sana medi na tem ama na kono for you join bear wa won ti ase no hye me afade ebo mitirim so ba jimi na mo ti ase ya hwempanifo we am o ma set bad precedents and we try to give them a taste of their medicine and people tell us to slow down. I will not slow no fuck down. Those that deserve to be praised, we praise them. Those that deserve to be fucked up, we will fuck them up. Why have you? Kwabena minta waashe. Radinya kopo. Kwabena minta akando. Wobi awo papa sebe fertilizer yese yemfa nkoma akuafo no papa de nam ko divu eton. Oh, Joy News for na yes I you know. Eya bi say we afi. Joy News did that expose. Today, Joy News is thanking a candle. They forgot that this is the same criminal who used Ghana. Hey, fertilizer is not for sale. And no, and a candle, Papa, the name Cote d'Ivoire and no tongue. Why is he a health minister? I say, or a ranking member on health in parliament for the minority then. In this Yaba power, he will be the health minister. We are waiting to see what he will do. Why be you? Ibrahim Muntala Muhammad Kromfo double salary for Nibia. Okaho pa double salary a Kromfo Okaho ya signed the number. Joseph Bukari Nipe You said transport. You good because I'm facing come the Bema Fifi kweteni and come kwa meko one man demonstration. Abu ebi sa no ntumi me transport minister bio. Yempene. Ayami MP Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak interior okay ono no nani eden. Ono na ye to aba na obutu ballot box no kai. Oh parliament. Oh, they now wait NDC for to revolution wa parliament no. Ana we afi. Omo na no mo swan crofo do omo hwehwe wa parliament no kan ti ono no interior no betu. Oh, you don't remember? You don't remember they lifted this MPP guy, flog him down, but they sure I can come in ebu. And ti ono no interior na bi ono no obetumi ayade ho. This is the most appointment that I hate out of all the appointment Mahama has done. Samuel Kakawure ti bonkoso. Ne sia sekro na sumu fisa wa cheche to abulakwa. Abu abisa no ni gidi na no the performing minister. Ope baby eskawo. Jimmy Force ano. Ope baby obetutu kwan rough. So that onabula braka no the name Jimmy. He's a thief. And no and all stop on crop forecast. Say or chichi oral. Backed by what na me no na me ntse me nkofa aban bibia. Na nka ye nanka okuja to ne nkrofo na aba me ho se ora afo aba me sinka me krama krank me anka me begu om so me sinka me sha da ya meko meko na me de agubentu am ni ade no mo ba me miamia gu yanim say fe because foolish people like that should not be allowed to operate. Okay, this is a guy who didn't care about the safety of the first gentleman of the land. People forget easily. Ghana for. This is a man who once said, say, Akufo-Addo Jari will play mu, and Ghanaians believed it. This is a man who was actually saying, say, Akufo-Addo should stop traveling. But today, Mahama is traveling in private jet and it is good. And foolish look come and say, it is his brother's jet. At what cost? Go and read the gift and tax that concerns the president and gifts that are given to him. They must be declared. Have you seen Okujato make a comment about that? No, he can't. Why? Because it's the same thing he fought the former president for. Today, his president is doing the same thing. He's mute. Samukaya, Norwegian. We were trying to go and get an embassy in Norway, a property in... no what just committee meeting kekeno no kuja to leak the media say Ghana for top down be a aboden e wo Norway just to tarnish the image of the government. Only came to China and said your car in ayetro. And I don't know, for some reason when these people lie, they like minimum send this nature tra. Hey, why are you? MPP ni kanokra. Oh, mama boy. And they will make sure they will force you to believe say dia no kra no, it is a lie. Let me leave him before I do bad. Jane Kenneth Gilbert, yes, works housing and water resources. You yehwe no. Yes, no yehwe no so amfa 1 million and continue fee. That's idea near Bayan Toka. Yes, we the SUS special prosecutor beba. Emmanuel Kwejo Ejekum, Minister of State in charge of special initiatives. Boss, do you remember when they made Hawa Kumsin the Minister for Special Initiatives? When they taxed her with the ambulance to deliver ambulances and also the one district, one village, one dam and those things. What did these NDC people say? They were against the same ministry. NDC was against the same. Today, NDC feels it is good to put their people there. It is okay. Ghana is what we want to build. So let's see. You see, government communications, abuane de debi. Me ubi a oko a washing a ono udon broadcast ya uye nini na ano. Ofa Bible show motuem. Na ane enkrofo mako esebe enkrofo yere no mako da wobra omukun no mko adwuma. Philosopher su kwache ono su ni suba no no. Jimmy fo ba ko ono so akoka appointees no ba de ebe ya na ya no. Afa hwa ha. Me be show the hypocrisy of NDC, and I will end today. Nyame Adoma will be back next week. Shade Isifu Sedu or MP. Ministry be na Minister of State, Climate Change and sustainability. Meboa. Let me show you what that is. Remember when we brought emission tax? Why did we bring emission tax? For the environment. Meboa. For the environment. Who fought against the emission tax? Who said they are going to cancel emission tax? But today they appoint a minister who is going to be enforcing the same thing. I'm telling you, say, Ghana for baby and can this neighbor who fears or by a campaigner, Pamono cause of a trophy. The emission tax was for the environment. Over Canada, you tell baby on friend the carbon tax. Oko America, it's for climate change. So that our climate will be what? Properly situated. What did NDC say? Hey! Yanti bida! Yanti bida! And Nadia, one way to me and your Minister of State, I didn't call climate change. Make Her Excellency Samira Baumia Koma, climate change, Yomakan is saying, lecture. I think Harvard, baby. Who are the people that were destroying? Sami Genfi. Yeah, your mind is sicker, and they try to take it to Yamano and all the corner there. Today they have somebody for climate change. It's like, say, you see, and this is what I don't like about Ghana. Say, and this if why they are, yay, oh my God, you, and people, yay, oh my God, crumb for, oh my God, we, mumbuam. If we are not careful, and I mean this, if we are not careful, a time will come, we will not have a country we call Ghana to live in. If we are not careful, we will not have a country to live in. I will leave it here for today, and we'll continue some other day. Once again, this is Koda Media TV. My name is Felix Appiah. You can also follow me on Felix Appiah Political Zone and all other media platforms. TikTok, you can follow me. YouTube, if you want to see more of me, you could come there and get more of me. But one promise we are giving Ghanaians is that said this you here and the way you NDC for spend the time at the bastardize yin nano. Sadinana yebe yes or yebe, and we are not going to relent. Okay? When you adoma, we shall bring in again, and I say, Nyame Adoma, next week when I come, we shall talk more about some of these things. And so far, what development they have done. So far, how many days are they in office now? Omenya, 20 days, grandma. No, 20 days. See, that's what I'm saying, it's too early. That's why I say, they say, no, me to mentadi in na the shah that come. Oh, now me the Saturday night spray, no, at the heading. Oh, okay. Okay, somebody just gave me an information here, but I can't really tap onto it right now. So I'll consult her after, and then I'll come and bring it to you guys the next time I mount it. So thank you once again for tuning in to Koda Media TV. Thank you so much for following what we do. We are only here to talk about the facts. Like I said, you might not like my style of communication, because my own is Viper. Na me Jimmy anybody me to me Jimmy pa. And that is what the NDC is scared of. You know, they never thought say a time will come we will have some foolish people in MPP too who behave like them. So now when they see us behaving like that, say, hey, some crofo we I said the MPP for no when abodam for ni Biafra omo. Na yen ya abodam ne yen ready say better now. Utie last make a part to be wa. Me say foot pandem neck till it broke. Anameboa. Ya de yan see Mahama ne nkrofo no konso akopim say bebu. Because it is the same thing they did. And whatever you sow, that is what you reap. You will not sow chaos in Ghanaians, and when you come all of a sudden you want to sow peace to rule the country. We won't give you that peace to rule no country. And what you say, the way you didn't call school, you fought against it. Utie, yes, see hospital, you fought against it. God, my God Almighty, Ghanaians are wicked. Have you taken the Kumasi road? Abayin bi aba ye pedua carriage you, dua carriage you, dua. Nobody was able to attempt it. Except Nanado. 4 years, yes, say on yes. And then he has come. Nanado has started. By 4 years, let's see how many kilometers of the dual carriage to Kumasi this NDC government is going to be able to do. But the money now is the same with me. I saw born in see and the born in fra and born in cartoon. One a junior your home, I junior bonnet, damn bonnet, refrain your one chefa. One year pay nam, and one nam. One year pay your moja and one gas moja, Yeshua Hamashiach. Amen. With the Messia, when I remember, be a Madame was